Good morning, good afternoon and good day everybody. David here. And it's here. Season of Plunder has arrived for Destiny 2. And with it has come the amazing Arc 3.0. Today's video, we're going to have a crazy fun Titan build for you. That encompasses basically everything Arc 3.0 wants you to do. It turns you into an actual full-on freight train, just pushing forward and just decimating everyone in your path. It is awesome. So, if you enjoy this build, please remember to like and subscribe and all that other good YouTube stuff. And without further ado, let's break this thing down. So this is the build. So the fundamental idea is to just keep pushing forward and just keep wrecking people and not stopping. So the Huckleberry helps with this. So we get increased rate of fire when we're holding down the trigger. And kills reload the magazine because of the catalyst. We get a full magazine back, so we don't have to reload. So that's one way we don't have to stop fighting. It also chains Rampage. Now this Rampage on Huckleberry, like years ago, Rampage was really strong, and Bungie nerfed it for every other weapon apart from Huckleberry. So this is the old Rampage, so it still does more damage than any other Rampage. That pairs really nicely, obviously, with the Peacekeepers. So why I love the Peacekeepers is they're giving us a +5 to our mobility. So you can see here our mobility is actually at a 9. Unfortunately, I'm 1 point off, so I need to grind for like a better stat distribution. But 9's still good. So again, that's helping with our strafe speed and just pushing forward and whatnot. We've also thrown a shotgun holster, so that will reload our shotgun and our secondary slot. And also, when you swap off your SMG and swap back, it automatically reloads the SMG for you. So if we don't get a kill with the Huckleberry, but we've still used some of our shots, we can just swap out and swap back to it, and it's automatically reloaded. That's another way of bypassing reload, not having to stop pushing forward. Pairing this with the Without Remorse, I was using the Sudden Death as an arc weapon. So when you get a double kill with arc damage, you become amplified, and that makes us sprint faster, slide further, and again just works well with this build. But I think the lightweight frames are a lot better, and just the snappiness and the quickness of this, I think, overrid the benefits of the Sudden Death being arc. And you'll see in the gameplay as well that there's times where 1-2 punch helps shut down like bubbles and supers and stuff, so I rate 1-2 punch super highly. And then we've got in arc heavy, so you can use any heavy you want, but the idea of the heavy is you'll get the double kills you need to make yourself amplified and stuff as well. Now with the tree, I'm using Thunder Crash. This super comes back faster than the Fist of Havoc. And again, it's just a way of either just crossing the map and just full forcing people into a massive group, or just great at shutting down supers to keep our spree alive and whatnot. Pairing this with Thruster, I absolutely love this. The base cooldown is 30 seconds, so that's awesome, and that can get even faster with high resilience. And it's just a dodge, so we can use that to close the gap more. Either juke a shotgun blast out of someone by dodging away from them or around them or whatever, dodge behind cover, basically all the benefits of the hunter dodge but with a Titan. So I'm enjoying that. In the gameplay I was swapping between Thunderclap and Seismic Strike. A Seismic Strike was great as a movement tool, again using it to close gaps, get behind cover and stuff. But I was also enjoying the Thunderclap as just a ranged melee, so either or is good. Now I've been using the Storm Grenade for this build, and I absolutely love this, paired with the aspects that I'll show you in a sec. This is ridiculous. But also it's got a fairly fast cooldown, so again we've just got our abilities up faster. The Touch of Thunder is the aspect that pairs with our grenade. A Touch of Thunder just improves your grenades, and for the Storm Grenade, after detonating it creates a roaming thundercloud that chases people. This is awesome, and it's gotten me so many kills, but I also love it for just forcing people to move. If someone's camping in a power position, you can throw this and force them to leave their cover or leave that power position for you to then push up. So I'm a big fan of this. Juggernaut, you would have thought, would pair with this build really well, and it can work pretty well, but when you lose the Juggernaut shield you also lose your dodge, and I value the dodge a lot. And again, I also value this storm grenade a lot for just forcing movement, so that's why we're using that. And knockout has always been incredible, and it still is, arguably even better now. So critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage. Defeating targets with melees gives you health regen and then makes you amplified. So again, we can hit someone with our shotgun or break their shield with the Huckleberry, punch them, get immediate health back, make ourselves amplified, which then allows us to sprint even faster and close the gap even more for the next person. What I also love about knockout is that it doesn't actually take the charge for your powered melee. So if you've done like I have and you've put your regular melee and your powered melee onto two different buttons, so I have powered melee on my bumper, and then on the right stick I have it as my unpowered melee. That means I can just keep using the unpowered melee to proc knockout. It keeps doing increased range and damage and getting that arc effect, and not actually using our melee up, so then we've always got a thunderclap or a seismic strike to hand, which is awesome. Now the fragments, spark of resistance, so while surrounded we get damage resistance. Again, this just helps push in and just be super aggressive. Spark of recharge, so whilst wounded, our melee and grenade energy recharge more quickly. Note that this is critically wounded, so this is when you're right in the red health, right at the bottom of your health bar. But the regen is awesome, and again just makes it so we get our abilities back faster, and mainly for the storm cloud. Spark of magnitude, our storm cloud lasts longer, so again it can just chase people even longer and do even more damage. Then at the minute I've just got Spark of Volts for the +10 recovery. Once unlocked though, I will change this out for Spark of Feedback, so taking melee damage briefly increases our outgoing melee damage. So again, we can push in, just punching everyone with knockout, getting our health back. If they punch us back, we'll do even more damage, so we might be able to just one-shot punch them with knockout active as well. And then that will also pair really well with a 1-2 punch. So then if we're attacking someone in their Titan bubble and they've got like an overshield and stuff as well, as soon as they punch us, that will stack with knockout and with 1-2 punch, and we should be able to just instant deck them and kill them in their own bubble. That's all the aspects and whatnot of the build, pun intended. Now the idea of the build is, again, you want to push forward, chaining kills with Huckleberry, chaining Rampage and not having to reload. You can then punch someone to get your health back if you need to, using the dodge to get behind cover and stuff if you have to, or dodging someone's fusion blast or whatever it is. You can then close the gap again with knockout because of that increased melee damage, and it's just constant pushing forward, constant health regen, constant free reloads, just chaining like Rampage with Huckleberry and not stopping. Just a proper full-on freight train. Now the stat distribution that I suggest is high resilience as possible. Obviously this affects your flinch and stuff now, but also for your Titan it obviously affects your class ability. In our case it's the thruster, so we'll get a thruster back even faster, so we'll always have it up. I was also pairing that with Spark of Focus for a little while, so after sprinting for a short time your class ability regen is increased. But I found with 100 resilience it was coming up fast enough anyway that I might as well use another fragment and get more bang for my buck. Eyes recovery is possible because we're going to be running in and just constantly attacking people. We want our health back as much as possible. Obviously we do get health regen from knockout, but that just starts our health regen, so the highest recovery you have just makes it so that bar fills up faster from knockout. And then again, as high as discipline and strength as possible, so we've always got abilities up if we need to force movement or just wound people or whatever it is. I've then got swift charge, so we'll become charged with light by getting double kills with the SMG, which is very easy to do because again, we don't have to reload from a kill. We'll get rampage after each kill, and our fire rate will be increasing, so we'll be doing more damage and a faster time to kill, so it's just ridiculous. And then obviously we're going to spend that charge with light with high energy fire for another damage boost. We've then got utility kickstart, so when we dodge we get some of our dodge energy back, which is funny to say for a Titan. And then we've got the usual unflinching and targeting mods to make the ease of use of the weapon even higher. Now a couple of other suggestions if you don't have like Huckleberry, and pretty much any other SMG will do. I was enjoying the escape velocity with overflow because again that sort of bypasses how often you have to reload. But even a multi-mac and something will work. It's just Huckleberry is just ridiculous because of all of the benefits I've went over. And without remorse it's craftable, so you can actually craft this if you want the same roll as I have. But again, just any shotgun works really well with this build. Just because it's massive chunk of damage, you can break the shield and then proc knockout from there. So you're not really getting many shotgun kills, you're just using it to be able to proc knockout, get your health back and that melee damage boost and stuff, and then be able to push more with the SMG. You might think Risk Runner is a good pairing with this, and it can work, definitely can work, but the zoom level on this is at 13, which is really low for an SMG. So because this is like your main primary weapon, you want something with more range to it. So you can see with the Huckleberry that has 15 range, or 15 zoom, sorry. But that just means it pushes the range out even further. And again, something like the multi-mac also has 15, which is awesome if you've got the Model 8 scope. But a secret that many people don't know, and I think Bungie has missed, the escape velocity, which is the exact same frame as a multi-mac basically, with the Model 8 actually gets you to 16 zoom, because they nerfed the multi-mac in particular. They targeted that one thing, so the escape velocity, which is basically the same weapon, still has 16 zoom, which is awesome. That's why I was a big fan of this. I believe you can still get this from Days of Eternity during week 1 of the rotation, so I'm going to keep grinding those until I can get one with Surrounded. But yeah, that's the build done, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you do enjoy the build, like and sub and all that other YouTube stuff is always appreciated. And for the rest of the video, just enjoy some cool gameplay. I've had a lot of fun rocking this, and hopefully you guys do as well. I'll catch you soon.
Zone C lost. Two for one. Double down. Fire teams. 2 for 1. Zone B lost. Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian. 5 minutes remain. A strong start. Fight on. Together as one. I love it. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Your legend grows. One. A zone advantage. 5 minutes remaining. Zone advantage. You wage war like a true titan. Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost. 5 minutes left. Keep it up. I can't believe what I'm seeing.